Just start.
Hi.
Are we going? We're rolling?
Wait. We're rolling, but give me a second.
The other music. Yeah.
Stacked and folded.
Oh my God.
I'm so tired.
Are you? Well, okay, wait a second. So you've been babysitting for like 4 days?
3 days, but I've been taking them all over the place. So it's my next door neighbors. They're 10 years old, and they're 10-year-old boys. So like, they have things they want to do, but like they're twins, so they get in fights. So it's like I have to figure out what
They're
to do.
10
with
years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so
Wow.
one of them looks like he's like 14. But. So the past 3 days, from like 10 to 4, I've been babysitting them.
Yeah.
And today I was like, let's go to my place of work. They're really excited.
So you brought them in here.
Yeah, and then we went to the Barbie movie, which was fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And they liked it.
Yeah. Well, one of them had already seen it, and then the other one I was like, let's just go. Come on. And he was like, eh, and I was like,
Have you seen it?
That was my 3rd time seeing it. So it was a little much.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a little much. It could have been my 4th. It was almost my 4th.
Okay, so are they out of town, the parents?
No, it's just so okay. They had a summer camp for most of the summer, and then last week they were in Florida. So and then this week they started school today. But the my neighbor, the mom is like working all day, but she works from home.
Right.
So she just needed someone from like 10 to 4 to like
for 3 days in a row.
Yeah, to like keep them busy. And now they're in school, so they're going to be gone all day.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah.
They live by you. Your
They
neighbors.
live next to me.
Okay.
So yeah.
And
I'm exhausted.
you got compensated.
Oh yeah, I don't know how much yet, but we'll see.
Okay.
And it's also like this is all going on. My to-do list right now.
You
Like, oh my God.
I can't even.
It kind of like hit me on Sunday. I'm like, wait, I have a week and I have all this stuff going on. Look at this.
That is not your list.
Yeah, it is.
That is not.
Yeah, it is.
Maeve.
What?
That's like
what?
like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so did we just let that kind of pile up?
No,
Did
not
we not?
even. I mean, it's just like a lot of little things that I've been like trying to. It's just like packing stuff and then getting stuff for rush and work week. It's a lot. But
You're out of here when?
Sunday.
Are you working this week?
I'm working tomorrow and Friday.
That's it. Mm-hmm. Should you maybe not work?
No, I should.
You need the money. I know.
I need the money, and like it's fine. I have time after work, and like I've been doing stuff after I've been babysitting.
Yeah.
It's just the full packing probably won't happen until Saturday.
What do you have to pack?
What do I have to pack? My entire life.
Oh my! What do you mean?
I overpack. I'm an overpacker. First of all. Second of all,
wait. Are your parents moving or something? Can't you come back like?
Oh yeah, but
it?
it's like no. It's like a lot to think about. It's basically the same. It's like all of my clothes, specific things.
It's a 90-minute drive.
I know, but still, it's like
All right.
I'm not gonna like have them come to and fro.
Okay, all right.
But and I also have to get my brows done. That's why I was late. But it's just been a long 4 days, and I woke up early for a doctor's appointment this morning. So it's just.
I'm staring at your eyebrows now. I can't help it.
Yeah, I know.
Why are they all red?
Because I got them done.
What do you mean done? What does that mean?
Well, so
They pluck
usually
'em?
when they meet done, it's like
Thread?
Well, usually it's wax, but I can't wax because my skin's too sensitive. So I get them plucked.
Oh God.
It hurts.
Yeah.
But I woke up this morning to say bye to Ingrid too. Ingrid Halverson, former employee of Stacked and Folded, which was kind of random. And then I went to my doctor's appointment, and then ran a ton of errands, and then picked up these kids from school, and then played with them. But I was like so tired today. When we came here, they were really tired too, though, because they had a full day of school, and it was like 100 degrees outside. And so
wait, when were you here?
Like from
they're 10. They only had a half day of school.
They only had a half day.
Oh.
For the first day was a half day.
Got it.
So I picked them up at 11:30, and then we came here at like 12.
Okay. Had lunch.
Lunch.
What did you eat?
So I was trying to decide because I was like, I don't want to get a chicken caprese because one of them is allergic to nuts, and I was like, I just don't want to,
Deal.
Yeah. And then then I was like, okay, maybe I'll get like a banh mi, switch it up, or maybe I'll get a shrimp wrap, switch it up. But I didn't. I decided I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get a quesadilla, my go-to. I haven't had it in a while, and I kind of regretted it after I did it because
Turkey Havarti wrap.
I've already had that.
Oh, okay.
And we had cheese curds too.
Oh.
So like I was like having a lot of cheese, and I was like, this is a lot, but it was fine. So yeah, that's.
Did they like the food?
They actually loved the food.
Did they like the tour? Did they go? They went back to the kitchen.
Well, they like looked at it. I was like, you guys, it was really hectic back there, and I was like, we're not gonna go back there. But they looked at it. They were like, can we see behind the scenes? I'm like, well, I'll try. And they got one of them got a cheeseburger, one of them got a grilled cheese.
Oh, good.
And cheese curds. One of them. Both their they have very different like food preferences.
Your palate. You were gonna say
palate.
Yeah.
And so
tastes.
One of them, like, well, one of them has a peanut allergy. The other one doesn't, but he's like doesn't eat as much. But the one with the peanut allergy eats a lot. So I don't know.
Did anybody come by the table and say hello? Did Tara or Josh come by and say hi?
Yeah. Well, they both like it was busy, so everyone kind of was like, hi. Meg was here. Jessica was our server. Yeah, it's good.
Meg was here. That's right.
Yeah, she was our host.
Yeah.
But there was nothing. There was no tables inside when we walked in.
I mean, full. It was full.
It was full. And then
really,
yeah, when we walked in,
I can't believe no one's sitting outside.
Well, then it was the
inferno.
Yeah, and so that's why I was like, okay, we'll sit outside for a second, but like we're not staying out here. So we stayed outside until someone got up and left.
Wow, that's because it was so busy.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Tiffany cut people, which I'm like, you might be a little busier than you think. No. Well, it's a lot of delivery and to go because who wants to cook at home?
Yeah, it's so hot.
It's so hot.
I seriously like can't be outside for more than 5 minutes, and my head hurts, and I think it's from the heat.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm hydrated. I've been drinking so much water today.
Is that new?
Yeah, it is new. Isn't it cute?
Where'd you get it?
I got it at Whole Foods. It was on sale.
Oh, jeez. On sale for how much?
Like
30
$20. But okay, so this is like a little like promo for Owala.
Which Whole Foods? The one downtown Evanston or one in Green Bay?
Green Bay.
Yeah, okay.
So I am a Hydro Flask girly. I love my Hydro Flask. But the Owala really stepped it up. So it has this strap, which is a lot easier to carry than the Hydro Flask. It swings around.
Little holder, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then it pops open, and this also acts as a lock. So then it's leak-proof, fully leak-proof.
Oh, that's pretty
Hydro
cool.
Flask is not. Pop this open, pop that open. There's a sip straw and a chug option.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Someone did their homework.
Someone did their homework.
I mean...
And the sipping thing is so nice because there's so much air to go in that it like...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So... Yeah, okay.
It's so nice.
What's in there, water?
Water.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about your trip, Chris.
Okay, my trip, yes.
Yes, let's do a little run-through.
Well,
moments.
It was great. I did a little podcast while I was there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Just to inform everybody. And
how'd that go?
Well, so Orange County is, and I don't remember being so Trump-friendly.
Really?
Yeah, and so right outside my hotel room, there's this guy, and he was flying a Trump flag. So I made comments about the podcast, and one of my friends said, the podcast was great until you went Rachel Maddow.
Oh my God!
And I'm like, okay, I get it.
He listens to this podcast.
Yeah, and I get it. I shouldn't be mixing politics on.
Yeah,
whatever.
but it's also like it's hard.
It was just weird. And then. And then once I saw that, everybody that I saw more and more of that was there on vacation.
Yeah.
Kind of tell. But regardless, it was great being back there.
Yeah.
It was great seeing my friends. I was not looking forward to
you said you weren't, but
no, and it was nice. I was surprised by how the people showed up, and we started. The memories came back and everything. And then the next night with my other guys from the Rusty Pelican. I mean, we got there at 4, and it was 10 o'clock at night when we left.
Fun.
And just like, we got to go. It's too late.
Yeah.
And it was great. One of them is going to be coming back through here in a couple weeks, I think said. And he kind of has a little proposal for me.
What?
For a job.
Really?
Yeah. But it's just like, he's like, Reimer, I know we could do this. I'm like, I know.
Like to open a restaurant?
It's already a thing that's going.
I see.
It's in Dana Point.
Where's that?
It's south. It's south of Newport Beach, south of Laguna.
So it'd be, oh wow. Okay.
And yeah. Anyway, we talked, and I'm like, yeah, whatever.
So you're gonna think about it.
I don't know.
No?
No. I mean, the money is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
Then why aren't you gonna think about it?
Because I can't see moving back there.
Really?
I know that sounds really weird. I can't see moving back there.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I do have friends there, and
How long did you live there?
28 years.
Whoa, shit.
Longer than you've been alive.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Did you move there? Wait,
And
so you went to school there? Oh, in California, right?
I went to junior college.
Yeah.
But I went to college here in Illinois.
Oh.
Western Illinois University.
Oh, I didn't know
The
that.
Fighting Leathernecks.
Oh my god, I did not know that.
Yeah, and high school, Glenbrook South.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah. But anyway, so, yeah, I haven't been back out there. It's been 15 years since I've been back there. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was great seeing everybody, and the weather was great. And,
Yeah.
I rode the bike around, did my parents' ashes,
Yeah.
got all that done, whatever. But I was ready to come home after
Yeah.
the 4 days.
Yeah.
And I came back here. Aaron Water show on Saturday.
how was that?
That's how my nose all chewed up right now. I'm totally burnt. That was great.
Good.
And then went to the girls' soccer game on Sunday, so that was
Fun.
good. Yeah, so it was fun. It's been nice.
Nice.
It's just
nice little break.
It was a nice little break. And some people are gone.
Yeah.
I think already they've left to go to school and stuff like that. A lot of people have left. So I mean, and it's funny because like Anne Marie was here, and she's like, it's really weird because all my friends are gone.
Yeah. Because she's not usually Tulane goes back so early, but
Well, she's going to
abroad.
she's going to Lisbon. You know.
Same with Sarah.
Well, I came in on Sunday night.
Yeah.
And Emily was here, and we were just talking a little bit. And I was just talking about Sam.
What about
Well, I mean, you were the last one here last year.
Yeah.
I mean, is he going to be able to? Is he going to be okay? Or
I don't know. And the thing is, too, what's kind of weird is that, like, I mean, okay, I don't think Jessica listens to this, so I hope she doesn't hear this, but, like, Sam or Jessica has not told me, but I've heard through the grapevine
that
he's, like, not going back to school.
What? Come on. How have you guys not talked about this?
I don't know. And that's why I'm like, okay. I know. I literally spend like 24/7 with the Marshalls, and I have it. But I heard it from Sarah.
He was pretty.
And it wasn't even Sarah was like told me about it. She just like was talking about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what? And she's like, oh yeah.
She knows, but you didn't know.
Yeah.
That's.
And so did like Emily, because like we were talking about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It might just be something where it's like Jessica. I wouldn't expect
he's embarrassed
Sam.
by it?
I don't know. I wouldn't expect Sam necessarily to like tell me, but I kind of expected Jessica to.
Like, oh, guess what? By the way.
But maybe it kind of just like slipped her. I don't think it would slip her mind. No, I don't know. But I know about it, so we could talk about it. But it's just, yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know how he's. How was Emily when she was here alone? Like, what was that like?
Well, I don't know if she ever told you the whole story why she came back.
She didn't. I don't know if we should like say it on.
No, we shouldn't. But I mean, it was the circumstances that were just
I heard
like,
that it was like
wow,
yeah,
like movie. And so when she came back, we talked about it. I'm like, okay, no worries. I think she was fine just to be out of there.
Yeah,
you know,
that's the thing. That's true.
Yeah, and she had gotten kind of screwed over by some people and stuff like that. So she was fine.
She was ready to be here.
Yeah, and all of her friends here. I mean, she worked a lot. She still had friends here.
Yeah.
She was still going downtown and stuff like that. So it was okay, but not like it was different.
Yeah,
I think.
Is Sam gonna keep working here though? Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he asked, and I said, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think he'll be okay. I think it'll be a little hard at times, but.
I mean, does he go out? Is he a big goer-outer guy?
Yeah, but like, well, okay. One of his good friends lives in Chicago or goes to school in Chicago, so I think that'll be. I actually don't know which school, but it's like I think it might be like a smaller one, like on the south side, maybe. I don't know, or maybe it's. I don't remember, but he lives around here.
Okay.
Not like in Evanston still, but he lives around here, so like that'll be good.
Yeah.
One of his other friends goes to. The thing is too, like his two other close friends. One of them goes to Marquette, one of them goes to Illinois. So, like, they're all, like, close. So, like, if you wanted to go visit them, you could. His other one goes to school in California, so that's far. But, I don't know. His friends are less spread out than, like, I don't know. I think he'll be okay.
Yeah.
And his family, obviously.
Well, it could be really traumatic.
I know.
And by the way,
Oh, what? What?
So not even a half hour ago, a woman comes in, and she's waiting for her food for takeout. She goes, "What's all this?" I said, "Well, it's a podcast." She goes, "Oh, wait." So she heard the podcast about the mental health thing.
Really?
Yes.
On testing the equipment?
Yes.
How?
She just, I don't know, and because she works with kids up in Highland Park. That have mental disabilities and things like that. And she said that was a really great podcast.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, because I said I had no idea. That kids go through all this stuff and everything like that. And she goes, no, she's been in therapy for like 40 years. She said, and she stopped. She's like, I don't need it. I'm good.
Yeah.
Literally a year later, she said life has a way of just snapping you in the face, and she'd go right back in again. And I'm like, I kind of would like to revisit it maybe down the road. I mean, just things are always happening.
Well, because that's the thing too, like kind of going. I think when we had done that, I was like 1 or 2 weeks out of therapy because I was just like I stopped going because I didn't want to do it here.
Yeah.
And now, I can tell, like, when I'm not in it as much, it's like, part of it is, like, the 2 times that I've had these long gaps is, like, at the end of a break, where it's, like, it's already sad because everyone's leaving. I have a transition coming up, and I'm like, but I don't really need to go to therapy. Not that I don't need it, but I don't want to.
Right.
But today, like, you saw that to-do list I have. I have a huge to-do list.
That is overwhelming.
Yeah, I know. But it keeps me... Because the thing is, too, I got a new planner, so I have all of that. And then in my planner, I coordinated and I wrote down the letter and the number for the day. It's really... I have a system.
You're focused.
I'm focused. But anyways, with that, the biggest thing on that to-do list, even though it's not on the top of my priority, like, making sure I got an appointment with my therapist at school was, like, I was literally at the movie today, and I got a call to make an appointment, and I left the movie to make the appointment because that's how important it is to me.
Oh, good.
It's just something where I'm I'm anticipating all this stuff going back to school and living in the house and the way that I would feel last year and things like that. And I'm like, if I'm gonna be okay, I need to make sure I have an appointment with that therapist.
Well, wait. Let's talk about that for a second, because last year was, from my vantage point, for you, it was very traumatic.
Yeah.
We know that, it was peaks and valleys and tidal waves of emotions that just took you over.
Yep.
You know the game now.
No, I know.
You kind of know what to expect, right?
I do, and that's what it makes me feel better because I've talked to Jessica and Annie because they're back at school, and both of them, both of them were even more.
Way to say goodbye, Hogan. I hate you.
Okay, he's lying. He's lying.
I know.
But Annie and Jessica were both really nervous to go back to school, if the same, if not more than me. And
this year?
Yeah.
Really?
Just because it's we spend so much time here, you get used to it again. You start thinking about the things that happened last year. You see social media, all that stuff. And while they've been at school, they were both of them texted all of us and were I feel a different person. It's been so fun. It feels so great here. So I was well, that's something. I was at least that's,
Wait, is that a good thing?
No, it is a good thing.
Okay.
I'm saying it just makes me feel better that it's they were expecting one thing, they were expecting it to kind of be how it was last year, even though they knew it wasn't. They were still thinking that.
Right.
And then they got there and they're wait, this is actually so much better than it was last year.
I got you. I got you.
They were I feel like a different person, a good different person.
Yeah. And well, you've grown. You guys have all grown.
I know. And it's also just, which is great. And I was talking to my friend who is going to Wisconsin that's a freshman, and talking to her about that too. It's it makes me realize I'm wait, yeah, I'm not the youngest anymore.
No.
I'm I'm 1 year older than it's I kind of forget that I went through the whole thing. But the thing that gets me the most nervous is just when I was at school a lot, it's just the environment is so different than here. It's I'm constantly around girls that I'm comparing myself to because of the sorority. Yeah. I'm constantly feeling pressure to go out and do things, but at the same time pressure to do well in school, and constantly feeling I don't have any time to do anything. But also when I do have time to do things, I feel I should be doing something else. It's just everything is so heightened. Yeah. Whereas here it's just comfortable, which is great. But I've also realized, and I've talked about this with other people, we all are like, or like, I don't know, I'll have friends that'll say like, oh, I just like the comfort and like I don't want to go back, but then we'll like kind of counter that and be like, well, if you stay comfortable this whole time, like all the time, it's gonna get boring and like stuff like that. Which is kind of that was kind of a tangent. But anyways, I don't know. That's just like what I'm worried about at school, because I'm worried that I'm gonna fall back into that. And I know
I don't think you will.
And I know better, and I know myself better, and I have more confidence now. But it's just like living in a house with 70 girls can do that.
Yeah, you didn't live there last year. This is new.
This is new. That's the thing. That's the new thing that I'm worried about.
Do you know do you have your own room, or do you have a roommate?
No, I have it with Sarah, my best friend.
Oh, okay.
So that's good.
Your best friend from there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And
they each have 9 best friends.
Okay.
I just don't get it.
It's not.
Okay. Anywho.
We're not going to get into that.
No, we're not going to get it.
But so that's good. And like, it's not like I haven't met these girls. Like all the people that I'm living with. It's just like I have met the girls, and I know the ones that like I want to. It's just like part of me is like it's exciting that I'm get to live with all these people that I don't fully know yet, but I know of. Like, like I know some parts of them.
Sure.
Like, it's exciting to know that I can get to know these people better. But at the same time, that's really overwhelming for me, because I'm like, I plan on like getting closer to people and like making new friends in this house, but then it's like, I don't know. It's just like I get so overwhelmed about like what's gonna work, what's not gonna work. Like,
don't do that.
I know. It's just gotta flow.
Let me. I mean, because you're talking. I'm trying to.
I know. I'm just kind of.
No. It's good. I'm trying to put myself in your situation. Yeah. And the only thing that I can kind of relate with is when I was on the opening team going around open restaurants. Yeah. There'd be 70, 80 people on this training team. People I never knew.
Right.
Strangers. Yeah. And all of a sudden, you're going into this town. Yeah. You're going to open this restaurant with these people. Yeah. And you have to live with them. Mm-hmm. You're riding in the same car. All this kind of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But me being who I was, and I'm not trying to sound conceited, but I was kind of like, oh, you're Reimer. You're the big deal. Yeah. So like, oh, I heard about you. Everybody, I heard about you. So I had this reputation that I had to maintain. Yeah. So there was that pressure, but it's just like, and then you had to work. Yeah. You went there for a task. You're going there to school for a task to learn. But you have all these other outside influences that can push down on you. So you're going to be like, what the fuck? Yeah. This is too much.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
What's going on? It's busy.
Busy.
It's 9,000 degrees outside. People are coming in here. But I understand, but it's putting that pressure on yourself. Yeah. How do you not do that?
I know.
How do you not?
I know. And that's what therapy's for.
Well, yeah. And good friends.
Yeah, that too. Well, that's the other thing too. I think, one, friends at school. That's like super important, because like it's great that I already have friends there, but it's just like, and like I'm going to be making new friends or whatever. But also something that, again, this summer, me and my friends here have kind of noticed and realized, we're like, okay, the fact that, like, because like a year ago we had no idea what was going to happen between all of us, but the fact that we all stuck together and even got closer like while we were apart, like, really means something. And I was like,
shared experience.
Yeah. And it's like, it's kind of just like, wait, what was I going to say? Oh,
sorry.
No, it's okay. I forget. But I was just like, I'm going to try to keep in touch with my friends from home more. And because I sometimes, when I'm away from people, which I say this now, and I'll probably end up doing the same thing, but like, I have a thing where it's like when I'm away from people and I'm not in the same like vicinity, whatever, I just don't reach out as much, because it's like, I don't know, it's just harder for me to like
out of sight, out of mind.
It's like thinking about calling someone. I'm like, okay, but then it's going to be like an hour-long conversation, because we have to catch up on all these things, and it's going to be, and it never ends up being that if I don't want it to be. But I just like in my head, I'm like, oh, I kind of have to like go through all of that. Like, I have to like, we have to talk about all these things, and so I just kind of am like, why should I even bother? But then, I don't know. So texting is usually fine, but it's just the call. I don't know.
Well, but you touched on something earlier, and it's the social media thing. Yeah. And it's the pressures that you put on yourself about these other girls that you're going to be around and all these kind of things. And you've already brought up in previous podcasts about social media and how that's kind of like your Achilles heel. Yeah. It really kind of fucks with you. Yeah. So, I mean, that is... I mean, I don't know what the therapist says to you about that kind of stuff.
Well, because that's the other thing, actually, that's been, I feel like, causing the most issues, is just because it's like, lately, especially with like my sorority and everything, it's like seeing who gets posted and like what people like, that really gets to me, where it's like, why am I not the one being posted? Why am I not in this TikTok? Like that kind of stuff. Or then I'll see all these girls that I like don't fully know doing their thing, and I'm like, but then I'm like, I know I'm having a great time and I'm portraying that on Instagram, but it's like, I don't know, it just makes you think so much about it. And I think I should go back to
Don't you have that? What having that app?
Yeah, that app that actually is a really helpful app. I got it, and it works, and it's nice because you have to like ask yourself if you want to go on it.
Right.
But yeah, social media definitely is like a downfall for me.
No, it hasn't always been that way. Was it during COVID that you like really got sucked into social media, or is it this past year?
I feel like it was just kind of as I like grew up. I mean, this is another thing I was talking about with my friends, like because when I was talking about like babysitting and how like kids now like they're just like locked into their screens, but we didn't really get like, it wasn't like we grew up with social media and screens. We were like kind of the guinea pigs. Like we kind of got thrown into it. So I feel like it sucks for me and like a couple years older and younger, where it's just like there was no rules, like there was no standards, and now we've created these standards for social media and everything, and it's like the older we get, the more social media becomes like a fake thing. Because we were talking about how like when we were younger, like Instagram wasn't like, I wouldn't go on it to be like, oh look, my friends are doing this, that's so cool, I wish I was doing that. It would be like, oh look at this funny meme that I found. And I think, and that, I want to say that's like just because when you're younger that happens, but it's not. It's like now I know kids that are in middle school are doing what we're doing, comparing each other and looking at other people and being like, why am I not doing that? And it's just sad. Like Instagram specifically has just become so like, and I know this because I do it too. Like it's like I'm self-aware. Like I know that I do this, but like you kind of fake your life to make it look like it's amazing when it's really just like the pictures you took. Right. Like no one has any idea how you actually felt in that post.
Exactly.
And no one knows when it was from, who you were with, what you were doing. It could have been like, and like especially like when this whole like two worlds thing, where it's like your school friends and your college friends. Yeah, we are busy.
It is busy. Yeah. Damn. Okay.
You're like high school friends.
But you can fake it. You can fake all of it, and people don't know.
I know, and that's what's scary. Because then I try to tell myself that, I'm like, well, there's just, and.
But so tell me if I'm wrong. Okay. I don't think you fake anything. Well, really? Because like a lot of times you post stuff. Yeah. There's a couple. Yeah. Like what was it?
It's not necessarily.
Where you were skating or something. It's like, oh god, that's just so cheesy. Stop.
Okay. Well,
I mean, you're like, oh look at me.
Well, yeah. There's a couple things. It's more just. It's not necessarily that I'm like faking anything. It's just more like, I didn't have to post those things to like have people know about them.
It's cute though.
I know, but it's just like there's things. Let's see.
I said, okay, look, the ones with you and like Hogan and your friends from here, those are genuine. Yeah. You can see it in your face. Yeah. I know. You can totally the smile, and you can see that those are genuine because you guys have this bond which is never going to be broken. Nope. And like you said, you grew more this summer, and being away from each other, you all experience the same kind of thing. Yeah. So it brought you closer together. Mm-hmm. And now you're going to go back to this phony fake land of sorority.
Yeah. Which I think that also.
I said that, not Maeve, because she loves a sorority.
Yeah, I'm wearing my shirt right now. Actually.
She is wearing it.
But it's more just like, I think that with like anything, with time, with these people, I'll be more comfortable, and like it'll feel less fake. Like, because it's like, okay, like Sarah, we don't really have like a fake friendship. Like we are real with each other, but it's like the people that I like know surface level, which is like most of the people in my sorority. I don't fully, because I'm the kind of person that like likes to get deep down, like know your emotions, like know what's going on. Which is because I don't like the fake stuff. Like I don't like whatever, and that's technically like what really got me into like. I talked about that during Rush with one of the girls. I was like, I don't like fake things. And she was like, oh, really? Neither do I. Which, okay. But she, it's just that, like, the bonding that needs to happen. Yeah. Which will happen because we're all going to be literally living 2 feet from each other. Right. It's just scary thinking about it.
Okay, so let's look ahead here.
Okay. Do you want to talk about growth?
Well, yeah, no, kind of, but
Okay.
I want to ask you this question because
What?
you love this. You love podcasting.
Yeah, I do.
You really do.
I really do. I just love talking.
I know, but I think your talking can help others.
I know.
So, how can you continue this?
I know.
while you're there. You have a laptop, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can download this software.
I know.
And I went and I bought a little mic,
Really?
just like one of these that you plug in USB in the computer, and you continue doing a podcast while you're there.
I know. We could, and I
that might
could
help.
make it. I know. Because the other thing too is, I don't know if I've told you this before, but, or I don't know if I've told some people, but like with my therapist, like suggested that okay, everyone. Therapists always tell you to journal, right? You know, or like people tell you to journal.
This
they
is
tell
a
you
journal.
to but listen. So people tell you to journal. They tell you to write things down in your mind, which is great. I do that. But the thing that has helped me the most, this whole process I've been on, is taking videos of myself talking about my emotions and then listening to them back. Yes. It's like when I'm taking a video of myself, then because when I'm writing stuff down,
Didn't know that.
yeah, when I'm writing stuff down, I don't always like. It's kind of like I think about it too much. I'm like, because I'm just like I just get bored or like.
Are
whatever.
you writing down what you think you might want to read later?
Yeah.
Or if somebody reads it, you'll
Yeah,
go, oh, this
exactly.
is what they. You know.
But when I'm taking a video of myself, like that's another thing where it's like that's another like generational thing. Like I take videos and we send them to our friends, like whatever. We're like one of my main forms of communication is like sending videos to my friends, talking about my day. So I was like, well, why don't I just take videos for myself,
Smart.
talking through it. And then I watch it back and I'm like, oh my God, wait, like it's advice coming from myself.
Yeah.
But I hear it from myself. And
Yeah.
that's kind of like this podcast too. It's like not necessarily, but like part of it is like when I do listen back to this, I'm like, oh, it's me saying these things. Like, you know? And it's helped me overall, but it's also helped me like just kind of like mature and like figure out myself a little bit more.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I don't know. I would think about doing something like this. Maybe I could even like bring people from the sorority into it to do a daily podcast.
You're not I'm telling you, you're not the only one that feels this way.
No, I know.
And so you could help others out.
Yeah.
Definitely. And you could have your own
little thing.
Maeve's Corner or whatever. I don't know. But I mean, it could help.
Yeah.
You know, because you are very good at it.
Yeah.
You do like to talk.
Yeah, I love to talk.
And you sound very good. When you listen to yourself, you sound very good.
Yeah.
So.
I also want to look into like podcasts. Like what podcasts? There's probably so many like podcast clubs, which I don't really want to join like a club, but I want to see. I'm gonna look some stuff up.
You
like,
can make
on
money
campus.
off doing this.
Yeah,
You can monetize it.
true.
So.
Maybe I'll talk to Sarah about it and see if she has any like ideas, or maybe Caitlin. No, I don't know. We'll see. I'll get one of my friends that likes to get deep. Start there.
I mean, why not?
Why not?
So your summer is winding down.
It's pretty much over.
But it's not a sad thing.
No.
You had a great summer.
Yeah, and the thing, I'm in that weird in between where it's like I'm ready to go, but I don't want to. Like I need to leave because
Yeah.
I have no one here, but I'm not fully like ready. But something that one of my friends told me when my other friend was sad, she was like, "You're never gonna be ready to do anything. Like you're never big things like moving. I mean, not that this isn't as big as like freshman year, but like." Moving back or starting a new job or doing something new, whatever, you're never gonna feel ready
Right.
until you do it.
Well,
Like,
I mean, look, you're gonna go. It's fall right away.
yeah,
Football starts right away. All that whole thing. Rushing's right away.
I'm gonna get there. It's
I mean,
gonna be like 1,000 miles a minute. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus. And which is good that I've also had this kind of crazy week 'cause it's kind of like got me ready for it.
Yeah.
If I was like sitting around, because that happened. Thinking back to winter break, right before I left, when I like got my wisdom teeth out,
Oh, Jesus.
didn't speak to anyone.
I forgot about that.
That was the lowest of the low. So the fact that I'm like doing stuff and I'm kind of like getting into that mode and like using my brain more, because also the longer I spend like not learning, the more I'm like, wow, my brain has not been like having to work for like 3 months, you know. But so I'm excited to get back, and I enjoy like going to class and stuff and having a schedule. So I'm excited for that.
Oh, there is class. That's right.
There is
You are
class.
going to school for class.
But I don't start for a week and a half after I get there.
Okay, well,
But we have a lot going on.
yeah, you have a lot going on. But I mean, do you know what your classes are already?
It's
Pretty hard.
yeah, this semester is gonna be rough. Marketing 300, which I'm excited about because I'm gonna see if I like marketing and all that stuff. OTM, which is another management class that we like have to take. I don't fully know what it is. And then a stats class.
Yeah. Jeez.
It's called Business 306, I think, but it's like stats. It's stats. Which might be interesting. I actually am going to see if I like that because... Wait,
I mean, is stats, is it analytics? Is that the same thing?
Kind of. So, like, I think I'm going to
using
like
numbers
it.
to divide, to come up with...
Yeah. So we'll see. And then
right.
Econ 102, which I'm not excited about. Yeah, this is a really packed schedule. And then Music 103, which I was going to maybe switch to guitar.
You're going to learn to play an instrument?
No, Music 103 I think is like culture or history. It's kind of, people call it clap for credit because it's like really easy and you get credit.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll see. I was going to maybe do guitar, but I think I might just do that next one.
So the one you're not looking forward to most of all is...
Econ. I really don't like econ. I'm just not good at it.
Do you have to take it?
And I took Econ 101 last semester, which was micro... No. I don't know which one's micro and macro.
Yeah.
I forget. But I took one last semester, and I'm taking the other one this semester because you have to do it. And it's just annoying because it's like really big classes and like...
Oh, huge lecture halls and everything?
Yeah, and it's just like you have to do it. You
Oh.
kind of just have to get through it. And it just sucks. I feel like I'm taking it.
No. Hey. Do you have any labs?
No, thank God.
Okay.
I am not a little STEM girly. I don't do science or anything.
You have to, don't you? Isn't there...
I already did, which I'm really hoping I don't have to take another one because I didn't take a lab. I took weather and climate.
Oh, that's
You
so
remember?
cool,
Yeah.
though.
It was cool. And it's funny because my friend that's going there, that's a year younger than me, is taking the same class with the same professor.
Oh, wow, okay.
Which is kind of random, but a lot of people take it to take like an easy science credit, but it's not easy. So,
But it's interesting.
it's interesting.
Yeah.
That's the one I got caught for cheating. That's the class
Wait.
I got caught
Wait,
for
what?
cheating.
What?
But it wasn't. The thing is, guys, I'm a really good student for all the listeners out there. This was a situation where there was
Cheating?
So, okay, listen. So there's online quizzes. When you hear online quiz,
Okay.
like that's not like, come on, like you're gonna do it with someone else. Like that's most teachers allow you to like take it with someone else if it's online, right?
Right.
And he has this guy, this professor at this policy. He was the other thing too is I really liked this professor. Like he was really cool. But then
Cool enough that I could cheat.
yeah, or I thought so. And then I was taking it with a couple friends, and we also weren't very good at weather and climate, so they could probably tell, you know, the answers were similar. Like the program that we use, it's called Canvas, is so they can see like everything. They know how many times you clicked on something.
Oh,
if
really?
you search if you did like the find, they know where you took the test, like all of this stuff. So they were, I don't know if they were bluffing. I don't think they were bluffing, but they were like, they sent out an email. They were like, there's a lot of people that had similar answers to this test. If you cheat, like if you were one of those people that like took it with someone,
Yeah.
you have to let me know. And but the thing is, the reason so many people had the same answers is because there was a group chat that they were sending all the answers in, which I was not a part of. Like this group of people that we took it with, we, like,
Evanston High School all over
no,
again.
literally. And so it was like this group of people, like we genuinely were like taking the test. Like we were not like looking it up and like all that stuff. And so then, but then the people that I worked with, I was like, guys, it's fine. We're not going to say anything. Like, it's fine. And then one of them was like, oh my God, we have to do it. Like, oh my God, my dad says I need to do it. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, and these are like frat boys too. I'm like, you guys, come on. Like, come on, calm down. And so we ended up having to say something because I was like, if one person said something, we all have to say something.
Yeah.
So then we ended up like going in there and he was like, he was like, I'm not going to make you guys like, it's not going to like go on your record or whatever for like a 100 level class. I'm like, well then why did you care so much? We had to retake the test or retake the quiz. I ended up getting a really good score anyways. So it ended up all being fine, but it was just kind of a pain in the ass at the time.
So why did you feel you had to cheat? Did you not study?
Yeah, it was not a fun class. It was one of those classes where it was like, it shouldn't have been hard. It should have been like an easy A. So I didn't really spend that much time on it, but then it ended up being hard.
Oh.
Because also
Kinda like
it was
econ.
like, yeah. So I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And then after that, I, buckled down a little. It was also my first semester. Like,
There's
I
a
was
lot going on.
confused.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as where your sorority house is and like getting to classes.
It's farther than last year. Last year I was really close to classes.
Who else is going? Someone else is going there from here.
Isabel.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Last year I was really close to classes, but I was far from everything else. This year I'm far from classes, but close to everything else.
Okay.
But most of my classes are in the business school this year, which is the closest one compared to the other class buildings.
Sophomore year.
Yeah. I'm literally spending like my entire day in the business school. And I only have like a 15-minute break between all my classes.
Do you have a major?
Marketing is technically my major, but I can change it. I'm in the business school, so like you can change it until to this year might be what I think you have to finalize it by.
Can you change it whenever, or do you like lose all your?
No, I think you can change it whenever, because the way that the business program works is like you have to take. First years have to take all the, like, it doesn't really matter what your major is because you all take the same thing.
The bit, yeah.
And then you have to take, regardless of what your major ends up being, like, you have to take 2 classes in the business school that are outside of your specific major.
Right.
So, like, it gives you more leeway to, like, explore, because then if you end up, like, I took MHR last semester, which actually ended up being a requirement for marketing, but, like, if it wasn't, I took MHR last semester, I'm taking Marketing 300 this semester, and I might take like finance or like real estate. So if I end up going with one of those 3 things or one of those 4 things, then my other 2 like outside credits are already filled. So like you're not behind if you like switch majors.
Right, I got you.
Technically.
Who's driving you up?
I think both my parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little easier for them this year too.
Yeah, and I already started like going through all my stuff and trying to pack a little bit, but
did you bring a lot of stuff back? I don't understand.
Chris, I brought my entire closet last year, which I don't know how that worked. I can't do that this year, so it's a lot more strategic. I don't. What do you mean? Like, what are you bringing? It's not like I'm not gonna like. It's like I live there. It's not like I'm. Like,
I understand.
It's not like it's vacation.
I know. Okay. But look, it's you put a couple suitcases. That's it. I mean, I don't understand. You know.
But there's like all the little things like. All the stuff for my room, all of the like the little decorations, the toilaries.
Are there lamps there and everything already provided for you? Do you have to buy lamps and
I think I have
tables
a lamp
and chairs,
from last
rugs?
year.
What about tapestries? Are there any tapestries hanging?
Well, yeah, all that stuff I have to bring.
Oh, Jesus.
But Sarah had a lot of stuff that she left. She got like a storage locker because
up there.
She didn't want to. Yeah.
No, nice.
She's not gonna bring it all back.
So let me ask you this then. So you worked here. Mm-hmm. You got back in May or June?
May. Whoa.
Okay. Has work been good this year?
Yeah. I feel like it's been better than it. Well, I don't know. It's kind of the same.
Monetarily, you did pretty well.
Yeah, and like, I mean, it was nice because.
I'm asking you for your input on Stacked and Folded.
Yeah, I know.
As a restaurant.
Well,
I mean, it's packed right now in here.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
I know. I mean, it was nice because I would like work. I like worked a lot, and then I took a long break, and then I worked. Now I'm working a lot again. So
the menu needs.
I don't.
Brunch.
I mean, brunch is a little bit. I don't know. Brunch is good, but I feel like it could be. I don't know. I feel like we shouldn't change brunch that much.
Well, so here's what's going to happen with brunch.
Okay.
Just
okay,
so, because
changes.
Well, I mean, the Benedicts aren't selling.
Yeah.
They're just not selling.
No.
And that takes the longest amount of time for the guys to make. So we're going to get rid of the eggs Benedict. Okay. We're going to put, I think, avocado toast on there.
Smart.
And maybe one other thing. And then we'll also have, so the brunch menu will be what it is.
Yep.
Minus the eggs Benedict. And we'll also offer the complete other menu. Like we used to do.
Oh, okay.
So people will be like, that's it? This is all we have?
Yeah, I know. People are always
so they want to order brunch, you get a brunch.
Sorry.
That's okay. There's a cough button. That's what that's for.
This?
You turn it, yes. Anyway.
Okay.
And then bottomless mimosas will start. Is that me or you?
That's me.
Okay. Bottomless mimosas.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I think that the college kids will really appreciate that. Because their first football game is next weekend.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think ours is too. Yeah, ours is too.
I mean,
must be everyone's.
Yeah. So I don't know. And then we have to start trivia back up again.
Yeah. True.
So I'm just, I know there's a lot of things. All I know is that we had better sales this year than last year.
Yeah. And I also think
we had a good staff.
We did, and I also liked. I liked the smaller menu that we had.
Really?
Like, I was upset about the tacos at first, but then, I don't know, people, like, it was easier for us. I feel like for servers, and I know it was easier for the kitchen.
Yeah.
But it was easier for servers too because it wasn't as like you don't have to remember as many things to like ask and stuff. And I got really used to toast. I didn't think I was gonna get used to toast, but I did.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So you said you might think about getting a job while you're there.
Yeah,
That's
I've
cool.
been trying to. I don't know. I've been going back and forth about where to do it. I'm trying to decide if I want to do restaurant or retail. I don't know because I don't know. I need something that's gonna have flexible hours for sure.
Restaurant.
Yeah.
You know how to
So,
wait tables.
That's the thing. So I might just work at like a restaurant that a lot of people that I know work at.
Bar,
but,
even. You could work
yeah,
at a bar.
I could be a bartender.
I mean, just somewhere you can make some quick money. You work 4 hours, 5
I think
hours.
that would also help me. Just like with everything, just like to have. It's nice to have like this having like the stacked and folded community, whatever. Like it has been so nice. Like having a separate community from everything else, like from the separate from the sorority, from school, from like everything.
Right.
It's just like would be kind of nice, you know. A little bit of an escape from like. And I feel like it would make it feel more like real and more like I lived there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you'd be doing. You wouldn't just be going to school and doing sorority.
I would be like
Working for I got to say this. It's been a pleasure watching all you guys kind of grow up.
I know.
You know.
I know. I mean, when I started here, I was so little.
Well,
not really, but like I was just like so much.
You were a junior.
Yeah, I was just so much like younger than I was now.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean,
like mentally, especially like.
All you guys have like grown up.
Yeah.
And it still blows me away that Hogan has a boyfriend, but that's okay.
I know. Blows me away too.
But good.
I don't know.
Good.
It is good.
But I mean, just all the things, experiences you guys have gone through, and the growth, and the ups and downs.
Yeah.
And that's life, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what's so good about that.
Yeah.
Put things in your rearview mirror.
Yeah.
Like turtle stealers.
What's that? What?
Turtle stealers. Tortoise. The person who took the tortoises out of the...
Oh. That was a good... Whoa. People have been starting to use some good code names. And it's good because I don't even recognize them.
Really?
Yeah. But, yeah. There's just a lot that I feel like... This summer has really also, again... This summer has been a big summer of growth, which I knew was going to happen. I was preparing for that.
No.
Which I'm happy it ended up being how I wanted it, like how I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's also just like made me realize like I feel so disconnected from high school, which is good. Like I feel like
It's done.
Like most of freshman year though, it was kind of which I knew this would like this is that would happen freshman year of high school, 6th grade, like always like that first year. It's like oh I wish I was just back. I wish I was just back in high school. I wish I was just back in middle school, like whatever. And now I'm so disconnected from it, and I'm happy about that
because that was comfortable and very familiar, and you knew what you knew what needed to be done. Now, turn the page, and now you know what this is
exactly. And I think that for a little bit too, I thought that I could only have my friends from high school and my high school life if I was still like in high school,
right?
Or I could have my college friends and my college life. But I've realized I can have I can still keep those people from high school, the ones that I want to keep around, I can still keep them around and have good times at college. Like, it's just been a lot of like maturing in that way and recognizing that like I'm at the point in my life where like I can be around people that I want to be around and not be around people that I don't want to be around. Like I can choose, you know, but it's just like, or that there's more.
I hate you. I don't want to be around you anymore. Go away.
No, I mean, that's like genuinely how my mindset has kind of been the past couple of weeks. I'm like, okay, bye. Yeah. Like saying bye to people. Like there's certain people where I'm like, okay.
Not a big deal.
Really.
Yeah.
Then there's some where I'm like, oh my God, like I can't, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then it makes you realize who you're closest with.
Well, you know, you've created these relationships that will transcend time. Nice job.
Yeah.
See, there you go. Way to use it, broadcaster. They'll transcend time because, like I told you before, I had seen these guys.
Yeah, I mean, you
in
just
15 years, and right away it was like no time had passed. You know, I mean, and that was wonderful. So you'll get that.
Yeah.
You already have that.
Yeah.
You know.
So, yeah.
So you're gonna work 3 more shifts, and that's it. And then
2
you're
more
done.
shifts.
2 more shifts, and you're
Yeah.
done. Anything else you have to do before you go?
A lot of stuff, like little stuff.
Not this list.
Oh.
Like, there's no more concerts.
No, I'm like fully done.
There's no
well, the
more-
other thing too is my last friend that's here, Annie Brown,
Oh yeah.
is she thought that I was leaving the 25th, so she's going to visit her friend that goes to Vermont tomorrow. So it's our last night together tonight.
Oh wow.
So we're gonna go. I want to go to the we
gotta
were
go to
gonna,
the beach.
Well, we're gonna go to the beach and like have dinner and stuff, but it's hot. So I don't know.
You go in the water. That's it. Just float in the water.
I know. That's
It's
the other thing.
ridiculous.
We could go. Well, we're gonna go on the paddleboard anyway, so we might still do that. I need to call her. But so it's our last night, so we're gonna do something.
She's gonna be here
fun.
after you leave.
Yeah,
'Cause she
she's
goes-
gonna be here for a while.
She goes out west, right?
Yeah, her first day of school is the 20th of September, but she.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But she's going, so she's doing this trip now, and then she's home for like 9 days alone, which sucks. But then she leaves, and her family has a house in California, so she's going to California like 10 days early.
Yeah.
And they're going to be there until like the 20th, or she's going to school maybe the 15th. I don't know. But I know that she's like going to be here, then she's going to be in California, then she's going to be in Cal Poly, and then she's yeah.
Wow.
So yeah,
Okay.
at least I'm not like that. That would be rough.
Well, last year was just you two.
Yeah.
And I think she went away last year, and
She
you were
did.
by yourself.
Yeah.
And then she came back, and I think you might
Yeah.
have been gone, but you left or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Same thing with winter break. Like winter break, I was like the last one here.
Yeah. That sucked.
No, that.
Oh
sucked.
my God.
I'm not doing that again. I'm
No.
gonna go to like.
Well, you're not gonna get wisdom
Colorado.
teeth pulled again,
No,
so
I
it's
know.
not gonna happen.
I know. But,
You know.
oh,
you
that was so bad.
might get your eyebrows done again. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see. Yeah. Any
Okay.
closing remarks?
No, thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, when you come back on break, maybe if there's
Yeah.
time, you can do it.
Throw up the mics.
Yeah, Hannah was supposed to
Yeah, I
be able
know.
to do it, but she got a job.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was working her job, and
Yeah.
the hours were screwed up, so we couldn't do a phone call
Yeah.
today, which would suck because I would like to get her
Yeah.
on here, but
Yeah, it's
maybe
okay.
in the future.
Yeah.
So, any words of advice for me?
For you?
Yeah. As far as the podcast goes, okay? Let's not get crazy. don't get crazy.
Are you gonna keep doing this? Like,
Oh, absolutely.
okay, yeah. I would
Yeah.
say just
Because these
know.
are more fun.
Yeah. Just.
I mean, I'm going to TIFF, I think, next week.
Yeah, I would say just keep having guests. It's fun.
Yeah. Sam. Got to get Sam on here.
Yeah, get Sam on
That
here.
could help. I could help.
That could help. Sam. Trying to think of who else would be fun. Well, Meg will be here for a while. You can get Meg on here.
Meg and Elle are both here till
Oh,
late.
yeah. Yeah, both of them on. They're both
Yeah.
UCLA girls.
Yeah. Oh my God!
I know.
Why
I didn't
you,
do it. I
why
don't
you
know. It's
cough-
because I'm talking. Oh my
Too much? Okay. It's time to go. It's 7 o'clock.
Oh
You
my
have to
God.
go meet Annie.
Yeah, I've been running around all day. But yeah,
Anything you want to say to the fans out there?
the fans. I don't know who you are.
People
I would
in
love to
Holland,
know who
Belgium.
you are, but
Germany listening in right now.
yeah, I don't.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
But-
Nein, ich lerne Deutsch.
But if you are listening, thanks for hearing my thoughts because I have a lot of them.
Your life experiences. Well, I mean, you could call. We could have you call in.
I know.
No, you're gonna be too busy.
I know. We
You'll
can maybe figure something out.
You'll be too busy.
I'm probably gonna be too busy. We'll see. But thanks for everyone that's listening. I'm like delusional right now. I'm so tired.
No
But
sound effects for this.
It's my favorite one.
I know. Oh, and you hit the music at the same time.
I know.
Perfect. That's it.
Oh, I love the chime.
Yeah, everybody.
No.
Oh, wah, wah, wah.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye, Maeve.